This week on The Masked Singer, we saw our worst performance yet, and honey, it was a boo-boo. Jenny almost pushes the take it off button, and undefeated Masked Singer Detective Kyle is here with his latest prediction. All that and more on this week's recap. Let's go. Hi, I'm Mel.
And I'm Kyle.
And welcome to the Talent Recap Show. All right, you guys, it was another great week on The Masked Singer. Can we just get into this reveal though, Kyle? We had a wild card come into the show and also leave during the same episode, and I just gotta say I'm very thankful for it. Kyle, I'll let you take over from here.
Oh my gosh, that was one of the best performances I've ever seen from like entertainment value. I was laughing the entire time. I mean, it ended up being revealed that the beach ball was Honey Boo Boo and Mama June from Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. Used to love that show, so I knew it was them based on their voices. But wow, I've never seen anything like it.
I think wow is the perfect word for it. I just want to say I don't want to see anything like it again on The Masked Singer. This is probably the worst performance we've seen of all 6 seasons. I mean, we've really been recapping this for 6 seasons. And once I heard those voices, I was like, yeah, just you gotta go. You knew it was gonna be an automatic reveal right there. Okay, but let's talk about our real performers. So we had Caterpillar, Mallard, Queen of Hearts, and Banana Split. And honestly, they were all really good.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting to the point in the competition again where it's just all the most talented people left now. And I think, next week is the semifinals for Group A. Then we'll have the semifinals for Group B. So we have some big double eliminations coming up. And then the winner from each of these groups is going to go head to head. So it's definitely heating up at this point.
All right, you guys. So it's our favorite segment of the week where our Masked Singer Detective Kyle is going to predict another celebrity underneath the mask. Kyle, what are we doing this week? Who are we doing this week, actually?
Who am I doing? Okay, well, we have 2 reveals that we're doing this week. But we'll start with one, and that will be the wild card from last week, the Jester.
Ooh, a lot of people in the comments have been talking about they want to know who the Jester is. There's a lot of different theories, but Kyle, I know you always got the right one. But first, I'll let you debunk some theories.
Yeah, so let's look at some of the most popular theories for the Jester and why it cannot be them. First of all, Leslie Jordan guessed that it was Ricky Gervais, the British comedian, and a lot of people online are agreeing with him in that guess. But that connection is probably just because of the accent and the fact that he's acting like a comedian. But Ricky lives in England, so I don't see how he would fly to LA to do this show. I don't think that makes much sense. If you hear any videos of him singing, his voice is much tamer. I mean, the person who is the Jester has a very distinct style and mannerisms to his voice, and I just don't hear that in Ricky Gervais's. So because of that, we have to say that that theory is debunked. Now, the second one we want to get into, and this is by far the most popular. Everywhere you look online, people are guessing that the Jester is Jack Black. And again, I totally get it. Some of the mannerisms are there in his walk and his style and how he talks about things, but I don't hear it in the singing voice, first of all. Also, Jack Black has been nominated for a Razzie before, and over the course of the whole season, there are supposed to be 12 Razzie nominations for all the contestants on the show. And those 12 have already been covered by Rob Schneider and Larry the Cable Guy. So that would bring us above the total that we've gotten for the whole season if the Jester was someone with a Razzie. And also, the clues and costumes are too heavy on the comedian angle for me. Like, I think it's one of those things where they make it so obvious in one camp that it can't be that. And so based on all of that, I have to say that that theory is also debunked.
Kyle, let me take a moment. You know you ruffled a lot of feathers here because a lot of people in the comments are saying it's Jack Black. Me, I'm not the Masked Singer Detective here, you are, so I'm just gonna run with whatever you say. But I think it's time for you to reveal who is the Jester.
All right, so the Jester said that he was an icon, and this is someone who's best known for being the lead singer of definitely an iconic band. He also has an outspoken personality, a really rebellious image, and fashion sense that all line up with the Jester. He mentioned that he was on the list of 100 most influential people of all time, and this is someone who was number 58 on the 100 greatest artists of all time by Rolling Stone, and he was also on BBC's list of 100 greatest Britons. And finally, that voice just perfectly lines up to our prediction. All of the mannerisms, everything he does in his performance point to the Jester being, drumroll, Johnny Rotten from the Sex Pistols.
Ooh, oh my God, Kyle, please give us a rundown on why it's him. I'm intrigued. I'm not sold yet, but I could see where you're going.
Yeah, and again, the performance was the biggest giveaway. I mean, you listen to that compared to any live performance he's ever done. You can hear the same rolling of the R's, the same like mannerisms in between lines, and how he breathes. Everything is just spot on. And here are some of the clues that back it up. One, he said that he's offended heads of state, and one of the Sex Pistols' most well-known songs was a parody of God Save the Queen that was banned from BBC. It was criticized by British royalty, and so again, a perfect match there. He also talked about being banned from various from famous venues, and he's been banned from the Nashville and the Marquee in the UK. The Sex Pistols were a very controversial band throughout the UK, and so they've been banned a lot of places. We also saw some clues with the chickens, and there was recently a photo captured of him by the paparazzi getting fried chicken delivered to his place in LA. We also saw some satellites flying around in this clue package, and the Sex Pistols have a song called Satellite. And lastly, he held up that tartan or plaid jacket, and it said circa 1975 and mentioned how that's style. And Johnny wore a lot of tartan and plaid, and that was a big part of the punk scene. And John also joined the Sex Pistols in 1975. So the date and the style clue perfectly line up to him, along with, again, just that voice and performance that are so distinct. The Jester has to be Johnny Rotten.
Listen, that 1975 clue, that is the one that really made it solid. Kyle, I'm gonna have to agree with you because I didn't know any better. But you guys watching, let us know in the comments, do you agree with Kyle's prediction that it is Johnny Rotten? And let us know why, if Kyle missed any clues, or if you think Kyle is completely wrong and you're still rocking with Jack Black. I want to know why too. Let us know in the comments below. All right, Kyle, so you revealed one character, but you literally said that you were gonna do two. I think I'm waiting and the people are waiting. What's up with that?
All right, well, why don't we go ahead and wrap up this episode, and we will reveal the bull tomorrow.
Oh, you're leaving us on a little cliffhanger like you did last week? Okay. You guys tune into our next episode where you'll be able to see where Kyle will be revealing the bull. But anyway, speaking of comments and having people comment, you know what time it is. It is time for our comment of the week. So every week we choose one of your comments from a previous video and shout you out, love and or hate, because we love you guys. And this week we're featuring one of our favorite haters. All right, this comes from Billy Bates Jr., who says, "This is one part of Talent Recap I do not care to watch. I cannot stand that show and will not watch any of these recaps. If this is all you're gonna show, this Talent Recap needs to be pulled. Garbage, just garbage." First of all, I'm gonna say my comment. You're watching a show on a channel called Talent Recap. I don't know if it's just me, but I just feel like the context clues would show there's gonna be a recap on this channel some way, somehow, but that's just me, Kyle. I don't know. Sometimes I'm smart.
I mean, you can't argue the recap part of it. The talent on these shows, sure, maybe a little questionable, but we're gonna recap it either way.
Oh God, but I just also want to shout out, thanks for the people that do support us in the comments. A lot of people responded for us. Entertainment fans said, well, just unsubscribe, nobody will care. Canceled Carlos says, you say you won't watch, but here you are. You're not canceled to us, Carlos, just saying. And Irish Clover says, just go, no need to make nasty comments, move along. We appreciate you guys supporting us and all that good stuff. If you guys want to hate in the comments, we don't mind either. It's more comments for us. But speaking of more comments, if you want to be featured as next week's comment of the week, drop a comment below and we might choose you. Kyle, I think it's time for us to wrap up this week's episode. Let everybody know where they can find you on social.
Yeah, it's Kmont Pleasure on Instagram and Twitter.
And then you could find me at _MELBAE. But most importantly, make sure you're following Talent Recap on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Whatever comes up next, we're probably going to be on it, and it's probably going to be at Talent Recap on all platforms. But I think it's time for us to say, that's our Talent Recap.
Hey, what are you doing tonight? Well, I think you should hit the subscribe subscribe button down below, and then we can talk.